I wrote it at my parents' house, and I actually wrote it on guitar, and I ran down into the kitchen and I said, "Hey Mom, look what I just did." And she said, "That's nice, honey." So I put it in my pocket with all my other songs. And you see, at this time in my life, I was a professional waitress. And I moved across the country and continued my career in waitressing. Sometimes 3 different jobs. And my plan was to chase my dream across the country. And I was trying to write music and play music, but it really wasn't happening. And then this really hard part came that I sort of didn't see coming. And it was about 4 years into this waitressing thing. And it was the part where I started really listening to that voice in my head that kept saying, "It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen to you. You should just go home. You should stop. You're not cool enough," or whatever was going on in my head. I was really listening to it. And I remember calling up my parents and crying, and for some reason, I don't know why, I just paused, and I just sort of showed up for work that night, and I just didn't make a decision. And 4 days later, this magical twist of fate was waiting for me. And so, that sort of tells me that maybe, if every single person would push through that really hard moment, that moment where they absolutely almost give it up, maybe everybody has a little magical twist of fate waiting for them. Right? Okay, so mine was at 8 p.m. on June 30th of 2010. A little TV show called So You Think You Can Dance. They played 1.5 minutes of this song. And I thought it was the coolest thing in the whole world. I took off work, I got my hair done, I went to the show. I sat in the very last row of the bleachers, and I sort of watched it happen with my eyeballs. And it was super cool, and I thought, wow, that was the best day of my whole life. Okay, bye! And I walked out. And what happened was every single thing changed. And I flew to New York City, I quit my job. Although, I'm sort of lying, I just covered all my shifts. I waited 21 days until I signed a record deal, and then I quit my job. Thank you. But here we are. It's been 5 whole years. I can't even believe it. A lot of times I sort of just feel like Cinderella, and like I just haven't met midnight yet. And I'm just so grateful. And this is the last thing I'll say, and then I will shut up and play this song. I have thought about it so many times, and I've really tried to figure out why and how. Because there's so many people in the world, and there's so many songs in the world, and like, how does this thing sort of happen? And I come back to the same conclusion every single time, and that is each one of you. You guys opened up your little hearts, and you let this song in, and because of that, you changed my life, and you made my dream come true. You guys are my magic, so thank you. I really hope that you will accept this song from me to you, like a big fat thank you note for coming and sitting in the rain. Thank you. And I really hope, Vancouver, that you guys will sing with me as loud as you can. It's called Jar of Hearts. I can take one more step towards you. So sweeting is regret. Don't you know I'm not your ghost anymore? You lost the love I love the most. Learn to live half alive. Now you want me one more time. And who do you think you are?